a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly, back it up, my call me loco. Therefore, don't make me pull that. Ask you what you.
Guys, huddle up. We're gonna run 35 for a while. Let's go. Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. Nice work, nice work. Let's get some more shots up before we get out of here.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Thunder out in Oklahoma City. Looking at the Thunder, a win tonight would make it 3 victories in their first 4 games of the season. That would be a nice little run to start the year. And so for Kevin Durant, so many years in Oklahoma City, and I mean, this has been his franchise since he's come into the league in Seattle and OKC. Free agency at the end of the season. Shaq, if you're in his shoes, what sort of things are you considering right now?
Well, he's the biggest player to hit unrestricted free agency since LeBron's decision. So my question to him is when, where, and who?
Yeah, well, it's a tough decision because everyone wants him. Who doesn't want that guy? But, you know, he's going to look at how he looks like a loyal guy, and they have put a lot and invested a lot of in him in Oklahoma City. So, you know, my odds are that they have the first dibs at him.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with the call, and we'll see you later on.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Washington Wizards come in for this one. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And the continued absence of Thomas Robinson is the story for this team.
Yeah, and they're very happy to know that he'll be back on the court soon. But I'll be interested to see how it affects their chemistry when he does come back. That's always a challenge.
Comes in for Serge Ibaka, and it's Payne in for Roberson. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Sanders checked in for Gortat. Dudley comes in for Morris. B-Train's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. So the Wizards 5 right now. B-Train in at 2 guard. Jared Dudley out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Ramon Sessions. And it's Sanders in at the 5 down low. It's Durant on the wing. Sanders covering. 5 on the clock. Here's the floater. And Durant lays it in. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Dudley with a screen for Sessions. Puts it up from 12. That one wide left. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And a couple guys got hot early, and then it became contagious. You could see that everybody kind of pitched in when it came to shooting.
Exactly right, Greg. I mean, normally there's a hot shooter. The defense can kind of lock into that guy and then let somebody else get some shots. But that wasn't even an option in that game because everybody was on fire.
Sanders with a screen on Westbrook. And Sessions kicks to Freak. There's Beal with the three. Can't hit. And the Thunder going the other way now. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
And the Thunder making a switch here. McGarry's checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Oubre's checked in for Beal. On the free throw, no good. For the Washington Wizards, they won their last contest, that game against the Charlotte Hornets.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Sanders dishes to Sessions. Sanders with a screen on Westbrook. Drains the three-pointer. Sessions has got 5 points so far.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Outside Westbrook. Here's Payne. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Wizards out front, leading by 7. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated. Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Washington.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Washington, B-Train in at shooting guard. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Oubre, and it's Wall in at the point. The Thunder have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter comes in for Mitch McGary, and Kevin Durant is subbed in for Waiters. Porter's checked in for the Wizards. Payne hits them both. Wizards leading by 5. Outside, Wall. Kicks to Freak. Gortat against Kanter. Gortat, the pass to B-Train. Lets it fly from 18. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Now here's Freak, defended by Durant. Morris kicks to Wall. Back to Morris. Outside, Wall. The 19-foot shot. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot. Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Wall dishes to Freak. And another miss by Washington. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 11 points.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Beal's checked in for the Wizards. And so we conclude the first half. Thunder lead by 15. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that regardless of what defender you see in front of you, you can get what you want?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, but I'm very confident.
Russell, thank you so much. Kevin, hard work pays off.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
Okay, listen. Let's just put that first half behind us as quickly as possible. Here's what I took away from it. First thing I want to see is their shooting percentage coming down. It's going to take more energy from us on D to make that happen. We gave them way too much room to operate in that half. And let's also maintain our defensive intensity and the ability we've shown to jump into those passing lanes, disrupt their offensive flow, and come up with steals. And let's not lean too much on the fast break in the second half. Get things set up when we can. The points will come fast enough. Don't worry. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been... Wizards making a switch here. Freaks checked in. The Thunder leading by 17. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Kanter. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. 6 on the shot clock. Westbrook can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 17. Here's Wall. He feeds it to Beal. Stolen by Kanter. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Robertson kicks to Durant. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
B-Train. That one rolling around and rims out. Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. And there's the 3-second violation.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Great showing for him last season. First in assists, second in steals, and as one of the NBA's top 5 scorers, you also can't forget what an outstanding year he had offensively.
And dropping dimes, too. I mean, led the league in assists, and he's an absolute magician with the basketball.
Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Sanders is checked in, and the Thunder making a switch here. Payne's checked in, and a change for the Wizards. Jared Dudley's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Westbrook kicks to Adams, screened by Ibaka. There's the pass to Westbrook. He hits it from 9. Westbrook's got 13.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And Dudley kicks to Gortat to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, number 1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
Free throw good. Freak For the Thunder, McGarry's checked in for
I
Ibaka.
hit the rim?
And it's Waiters in for Durant. And a switcher also for Washington. Sessions is checked in. And both free throws good from Freak. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Westbrook kicks to Adams. To the middle. Here's Payne. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Something else you like to see is how well they've shot their free throws tonight.
That's off as well, so he misses both. B-Train passes to Sessions. And it's Freak missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Westbrook against Sessions. Westbrook drives in. McGarry dishes to Westbrook. Oklahoma City the rebound. And Adams with the slam.
Nice job cleaning some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Gortat. 1:24 left in the third. Morris with a screen on Westbrook. And Sessions kicks to Freak. The Thunder pull it in. Adams has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Waiters with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. And Waiters kicks to Payne. Off target with the open look.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
To the wing right side. Dudley the pass to Morris. Nice ball movement by Washington. Over in the corner, Dudley. Shot clock at 6. And Sessions kicks to Freak. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. And it's 8 points for B-Train. The Thunder leading by 17. Westbrook dishes to Adams. Feeds it to Payne. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And it's Freak missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
And that one misses. Here's Sessions. Misses there. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Thunder out in front, delivering the blowout. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. Dion Waiters checked in for Roberson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Oubre's checked in for Markieff Morris. Dudley comes in for Porter. B-Train's checked in for Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. So the Wizards 5 right now. B-Train, he's in at shooting guard. Oubre out there with Sanders. Then there's Ramon Sessions. And it's Dudley in at the 3 spot. Kyle Singler, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And he can't hit the second.
They're just around 60% from the line for the game right now. They shot it pretty well in the first half, but they've just fallen apart here in the second.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And I like what they've done here. Made the plays they had to. That's why they'll be going up 1-0 in their season series against the Wizards.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Kevin Durant. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
McGarry kicks to Adams. Payne passes to McGarry. No one near him. Rebounded by Dudley.
Move it.
Here's Washington now. Sessions dishes to Freak.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
.11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. With the shot. On the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never...
Hi, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Kevin Durant. Kenny, your thoughts?
This was vintage.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, they've been looking like a well-oiled machine and one playing polished basketball as if they were midway through the season. There's a lot to like about what this group has been able to accomplish early on. And we'll get to see John Wall tonight, the former #1 overall pick out of Kentucky at 6'4", with a 6'9" wingspan, 39-inch vertical. Kenny's got all the physical tools.
He's a one-man fast break. You know, he gets that rebound. Not only do you see the defense sprint, you see the offensive wing sprint the lane because they say this guy is out. And I love watching John Wall play.
And he uses his size, takes the contact, he can finish in the lane, and most of all, he wears down the defender.
And you know, I know you've talked about him and Bradley Beal together being the Secret Service. That's your
the Secret Service, the nickname.
But see, everybody knows about him now, so I think it's the not-so-Secret Service.
I'm not feeling that.
The not-so-secret service.
But we all know about the Secret Service, and we still
need the noise box, Ernie.
Not-so-secret service.
I need our noise box, Ernie.
I'm sticking by it.
Very nice.
Kevin Harlan, what do you think? Thank you.
Looking for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Washington Wizards are ready for this thing to get started. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA. Is checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. Larry Sanders is checked in for Washington. B-Train comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Taking a look at the Wizards. B-Train in at shooting guard. Sanders is out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Wall in at the 1. The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the night.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just one or two guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
The Wizards making a switch here. Sessions is checked in. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's B-Train. Here's Sanders. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And how about a look at Jimmy Butler? Coming off a terrific season. 5th in steals, and of course he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And as you pointed out, Greg, I mean, he was top 5 in steals last season. Just a lethal combination of great physical ability and mental preparation.
Chicago making a switch here. Dunleavy's checked in. Jared Dudley's checked in for the Wizards. Brooks kicks it to Noah. Dishes it to Butler. Now the pass to Dunleavy. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
Well, Kevin, he said that they didn't want to take what the defense gave them tonight, saying we need to play our game. I told my guys to go right at their defenders and make plays happen. If we sit back and don't be the more aggressive team, we'll just be digging a hole for ourselves. Sounds like they have confidence in their ability to score, guys.
Appreciate the report, Doris. And guys, how does, their offensive strategy fit into this matchup?
I think it should make for an entertaining game. I love hearing coaches say their focus is on offense. That usually means we can expect some fireworks.
Yeah, and I know the fans love to hear that, too. Just as I do, I love seeing some high-octane offense. I think it's bound to be a game played at a brisk pace.
Mirotic, no good off the back of the rim.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Count that one.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. But once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
The Wizards making a switch here. Oubre's checked in. Sessions against Brooks. Off the screen. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Noah the screen. Butler dishes to Mirotic. Shot clock at 5. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
Here's Dudley. Another one falls for Washington.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Noah, the pass to Mirotic. Noah with a screen for Mirotic. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
And, guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Sanders sets the screen for Sessions with 1 on the clock, and that's not going to go. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Wizards lead by 5. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And emerging as a superstar, tremendous growth from Freak. We caught up with ace defender Jimmy Butler about the challenge of trying to contain him. But naturally, for a player like Jimmy Butler, who loves defense, plays terrific defense, you know, it's always going to be his priority, Greg, and focus. But Freak is a tough assignment, no matter who the defender is.
He sure is. I mean, you know, like Butler said, the first step is to not be intimidated. And it sounds like they've got that part down, at least.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Butler on the way. Back to Rose. Here's Noah. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Now Sessions. 9 points last game. Passes it to B-Train. Pass to Sessions. 6 on the shot clock. Now the feed to Oubre. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay. Sessions has got 4 assists now tonight. Outside Rose. He kicks it to Mirotic. Noah the screen. 18 feet out. Mirotic's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's B-Train. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Rose kicks to Brooks. Noah with a screen for Brooks. They get it back. Right wing. Mirotic has a wide open look. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
From 15 feet away. 14 feet away. Here's Sanders. No luck. Great defense that time from Noah. Bulls trail by 16. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Here's Sessions. Not enough on that one as it misses. And so that brings the first half to a close. Wizards out front. They lead by 14. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. The top thing for me has been that we've come up with some decent buckets because we made a savvy play on D, caused a turnover, and got an easy scoring chance. I want to see more of that. Our defense leading straight into our offense. Ball security was probably our high point. Let's continue to keep a tight handle on the ball and not try to thread too many needles with our passes. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want.
All right, we're in good shape, but this is a strong team we're up against. We're going to have to weather some storms in the second half. Come on, fellas, we got this.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. It's been quite a game. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for McDermott. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Sanders checked in for Gortat. Dudley comes in for Markieff Morris. B-Train's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Taking a look at the Wizards. B-Train in at 2 guard. Jared Dudley out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Sanders. And it's Sessions in at the point.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Sanders, the stupendous finish in traffic. Sanders has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
Brooks against Sessions. Mirotic the screen. Brooks kicks to Dunleavy. He used that pick to get in close. Dunleavy's got 7 points.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Kicks it to Freak. Pulls from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Brooks with it. Now defended by Freak. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Sessions. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. Rose comes in for Aaron Brooks. And a switcher also for Washington. Gortat's checked in for Jared Dudley. Pass to Sanders. Beal dishes to Freak. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Mirotic has the open look. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 9 points for Nikola Mirotic. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gortat with a screen on Butler. And Beal kicks to Gortat. Goes up to the stripe. Out left to the wing. Another shot. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
The fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
Yeah, they saved their best for last that day. Got it done in overtime.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Wizards lead by 11. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Here is Wall. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's McDermott in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
At the line for the Bulls, Marcin Gortat. Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Gortat. Bulls trail by 13. Butler on the wing. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The free throw drops for Butler.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress. Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
Gortat, the pass to Beatrice, and that one's good. And the Wizards lead by 13.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Rose kicks to Gibson. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And he's good on the 3-ball.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Gibson with the steal. Wall against Rose. Gibson the screen. That's a 2 from Butler. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Morris outside. Freak dishes to Gortat. Clock at 6. Connects on the 17-footer. Gortat's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Rose with the ball. Left side Gasol. Now here's Butler. D right on him. And the shot is good. Butler's got 14 points here in the second half.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Here's Gortat. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol. And the first one drops. Beal's checked in for Washington. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good about that one.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Derek, congratulations on a great win. What was the major thing that turned this deficit around for you guys?
Just playing defense. Our defense turned into offense, and it worked out for us tonight. We definitely don't want to be in that situation, but we just fall our way back into the game.
Derek, thank you. Usually it starts with the defense for this team, Kevin.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Jimmy Butler. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
The assists were coming fast and furious for him, man. Always sharp, crisp passes that led to easy baskets. You gotta love.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Endorsements is where your agent, Dom Pagnotti, will keep you up to date on all your potential partners. As your star power grows, your endorsement opportunities will grow with it. Consider contract offers carefully. While major brands are willing to pay big money for your name, they also demand a large commitment of off days. Time is valuable for an NBA superstar. Don't overpromise.